is a bomb.
Oh, my God.
As from today, your spiritual name is Black Lizard. I invoke upon you the spirit of wickedness, the spirit of obedience to the weird world. I invoke into your spirit and soul the spirit of secrecy. From now on, Black Lizard, you shall be terribly...
What specifically happened yesterday was the U.S. Declared itself outside of the World Trade System. 2 weeks ago, the U.S. declared itself outside of the climate challenge. 3 weeks ago, the U.S. declared itself out of the sustainability challenge. 4 weeks ago, the U.S. declared itself outside of the WHO. All right. Honestly, it doesn't get dumber than this, really. But the U.S. is 4.1% of the world population. And as I said, the other 95%, I don't see things diminishing in intensity of purpose, but rather increasing. And there are a lot of very good things that are happening, even because of the United States' strangeness of behavior right now. For example, China and India, which have been at loggerheads for 60 years, for more than that, for almost 80 years, for a complicated reason that the British drew an arbitrary borderline in the Himalayas, and that has meant border dispute and conflict between China and India since India gained independence in 1947 and the People's Republic of China was formed in 1949, and they're still fighting over a line that a guy named McMahon drew arbitrarily in 1880, never having been up to the Himalayas where he drew the line. And there is, by the way, a theorem that I kind of subscribe to, that all problems in the world go back to the British. So that's true in the Middle East, it's true in the Himalayas, it's true in much of the world. Yes, it's true all over Africa. It is actually a very good rule of thumb. It's not quite a proven theorem, but it's a very good rule of thumb. In any event, the Indian and Chinese foreign ministers got together and said, what are we fighting about? We should trade more, we should invest more. And then very positive statements came from Prime Minister Modi and from President Xi. Then last week, 3 other countries that are at loggerheads for no reason in the world, honestly, China, Korea, and Japan. They are divided because the United States says you're on our side and they're the enemy to China and Japan, to Korea and Japan vis-a-vis China. The 3 got together because they see the U.S. Not such a great, protector of their interests, and they said we need to improve relations with each other. This is very, very good. And if you think about Iran and Saudi Arabia, for example, which was defined by the U.S. to be the fundamental schism of Shia and Sunni, and so much of U.S. policy was playing the Sunnis against Shia, Iran, and so forth. They made a rapprochement last year, which China helped to broker in a very wise way. The United States would never have done it and never even have thought about it, but China was very helpful.
I know you youngins haven't heard about the draft, but go look up what the draft means for the U.S. Army, because we're officially in this motherless war. And I don't understand why none of the news stations are saying it's a war. They're not fucking playing patty cake over here. So let me give you some information about what's going on. Iran shot some more missiles, over 150 of those motherlesses, right? U.S., from our warships, shot some of them down. Now, some of them breached the Iron Dome and basically hit Israelis' Pentagon. Knocked out blocks, killed a bunch of people. It's a fucking shit show right now in Tel Aviv. I'm telling you that right now. So, all I'm going to tell you is this. Please be safe over here in the U.S., especially tomorrow with the parade and everything, because I'm telling you.
I want to know something. Y'all want to know something? I want to know, right? How are all these weather anomalies happening around the world, right? All these things happening, but yet it's not really directly impacting us or affecting us, right? You see what I'm saying? These things are happening across the globe, right? We're all experiencing this together. Like we're co-creating, like we're experiencing this co-creation, but it's like how it doesn't directly impact certain people, right? Like, are we living in a multi-world, like in a multiverse? Are we living in simulation? I truly believe we're living in a simulation where there's a matrix overlay over our real world. You know how they say the moon is not real, and how the moon has literally been acting weird, y'all. Even to this day, it looks like there's something eclipsing the moon. Like, why does it look like there's something eclipsing the moon? So there's a theory, right? They say the moon came from another planet, right? The reptilian matrix, the reptilian people put it over there, and it's the matrix overlay. So that's what I'm saying. So if it's the matrix overlay, there's a fake world intruding in against the real world. And this is what I believe, like politics and government and all these things that are unnatural and inorganic to the world, you know, because the sun exposes what's unnatural and inorganic to the world. As you can see, what's happening right now, the unnatural and inorganic is breaking down because we're now in what's called the sun cycle. You get what I'm saying? So the moon people are going away, because if you look at the word moon, right, the word moon is an anagram for the word no om. Om is the vibration of peace, which when the planet is vibrating at 432 hertz, right, which is the vibration of peace, it makes. So the moon means no om, so no peace. So as long as that moon is in the atmosphere, there's no peace. That's why the moon has been changing, and the sun has been changing as well, and exposing more light to the fraudulent activities and the illusionary people that's part of this physical reality. So that's what I'm saying. There's a fake world intruding into our real world, and now the fake world is getting exposed, and we, the real world, are watching this. You get what I'm saying? What an amazing time to be alive, y'all. But yeah, do y'all notice that? How a lot of things that are happening, they're not really affecting us? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. People are finding out there are NPCs, y'all. This is crazy. These are two sisters. This one over here, she has no inner dialogue, no inner thought. She can't see things in her mind's eye, but this one can kind of see things. You know, she's not all the way there, but this one over here, she sees absolutely nothing. She can't imagine anything.
Okay, the people want to know, can you physically imagine, like if I say imagine a pink horse, can you see it?
Yeah.
You can physically see it?
Yeah. Yes, but my sister can't. We had this conversation. I can visualize, but she can't.
You can...
But you can't see it?
No!
Oh.
You can see it? Can you see if I, like, Mila wearing a tutu?
Yeah. You can see not in like 4K, but
you can see it.
Well, like I can see it in my mind's
So
eye.
she doesn't have the ability to see in 4K, so maybe she's at 720p, 1080p, but she can't see at all. Like, she has no thought, no imagination whatsoever. And then they're gonna try to call it aphantasia. So y'all, they're literally telling you that she's an NPC, because look at the word aphantasia. A meaning without, and fantasia literally means imagination or mental image. Yo, that's scary. I mean, look at her eyes. It's crazy because she has glasses, but she can't see or imagine anything, right? That's ironic. So aphantasia literally means see a phantom, see a ghost, see a NPC. Because look at this, aphantasia gives you the same as six ether, the demiurge, and non-player, like a non-player character. Oh my goodness, y'all, they're literally telling you that she's literally an NPC. And if you don't know who the demiurge is basically the creator of this illusionary world, who created these illusionary people. And obviously, that's one, she has no mental process. Just like they told y'all in They Live, man. You see what I'm saying? Look at that, y'all. They live. Oh my goodness, y'all. Sometimes y'all gotta slow down the videos and pause them and see what is really going on, because don't that look like a... Oh my goodness. Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Can't visualize it?
No, it's like just like a thought. But I can't see it. Like I can't like.
Okay, me and my sister talk about this, and she says it's like because she can't, and she says she like describes it to herself.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What? No, I just imagine.
Is it me, or is the sky glitching in South Dakota? Have you guys ever seen the sky bleed fire and flash lightning at the same time, and it's accommodated with these crazy looking clouds? Y'all, what world is this? So lately I've been hearing that there's a war going on in the heavens, and it looks like it's bleeding into our dimension, you guys. Literally, these clouds are literally coming out of nowhere. And now, I don't know if you noticed, but now the Anunnaki are apparently tapping people's televisions in Georgia. But look at this, y'all. A new color has been unlocked. Oh my goodness. People all over North and South Dakota was capturing this beautiful nightmare. I don't even know what else to call it. Like, God is an artist. That's all I can say. God is an artist. Check this out. Look at this, y'all. These clouds are literally touching these buildings. How? When? Look at this, y'all. There's a whole city up there. Y'all, can y'all see? There's a whole city up there. Those are skylines. What? Bro, this is literally, come on, bro. There's no way you're not telling me that it's not a ship. Come on, bro. And then this manifested.
Are you kidding me right now?
Does he got braids? Bro, these people are crazy. What is he doing out there? And y'all want to know what manifested out of the storm? This thing over here. What is that? Because that's not our sun, is it? Why does it look like something obfuscating the sun? There's something in front of the sun, isn't it, y'all? Something is going on. This right here was at one of the lakes in South Dakota. This is getting a lot interesting, y'all. These weird weather patterns are making the sky looking like Revelations out here, y'all. And y'all can see the time that we in. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. We're in it. Yo, so I don't know if you heard this yet, but Vegas is not okay. So yesterday, boom, it hit 115, right? And then out of nowhere, this dust storm manifested like Vegas was part of ancient Egypt. People are talking about this wind was howling and they saw faces within the dust storm. You can see these things flying around, y'all. Now, out of all of this came this, you guys. There are trees and power lines down all over in Vegas. And this thing goes for miles, y'all. Every power line is literally on the street. And what I find peculiar is how these things are snapped at the base, y'all. How? How did this dust storm snap these things at the base? You would think it's the power lines that would get snapped, right? But at the base, what is this?
We are on Tropicana in front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for miles. We ain't got no power. I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all. Look at the cords on the ground.
And she stated it's in front of a Walmart. Why are things always happening in front of a Walmart, y'all? What is going on with Walmart? These Walmarts must be sitting on some crazy type of ley line energy, y'all, in order for things to be manifesting at Walmarts like this. Y'all, this was happening in real time. So there were cars that were driving by that the poles were literally falling on top of. Y'all see this, right? This is crazy. I'm trying to figure out how does a dust storm do this, and it specifically goes for the power lines, y'all. For the power lines. Y'all, I believe there's truly something more ominous at play than this, y'all. There's something bigger. There's a bigger energy that's here, and y'all can feel it. But yes, y'all, this is crazy in Vegas. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's get y'all. Pause what you're doing right now, because I need y'all to tell me what the heck is this? What is this? Do not tell me this is normal. Do not say this is a shelf cloud. Don't tell me this is a roll cloud or whatever they're trying to call it, y'all. This is not normal, y'all. Never in my life have we ever seen anything like this, y'all. Why does this thing look like a cosmic steamroller, y'all? What is this about? And how is this possible? How is Look at this, y'all. Here's another angle of it manifesting out of the ocean. It's literally coming out of the ocean, y'all. So when they told us that the ocean is space, it really is space, because look at this, y'all. And now, y'all, Ain't no way. Y'all just seen that thing literally come out of the ocean. Remember a few months ago, all the UFOs and the UAPs that were coming out of the ocean, and this thing just came out of the ocean? Look how monumentous this thing is. Is that even a word? I just made it up today because this is, what is this? Look at that. Oh my goodness, y'all. What an amazing time to be alive. This is crazy. Look at the way this thing is rolling in, y'all. Look at this. This is why they can't predict the weather anymore, y'all. These things do whatever they want. They roll in whenever they want, y'all. There is absolutely nothing no more about this. This is some Elemental movie type stuff, y'all. Remember in the movie Elemental, the clouds were literally walking on Earth? This is exactly what's happening right now, y'all. This thing literally came out of the ocean and now it's coming onto Earth. If this right here don't make you question where we're living in and we're in another universe right now or a parallel reality, y'all, then I don't know what is this, because look at this. Bro, look at that. Look at these, look at the way it's rolling these strands within it. But yes, y'all, this was in Portugal, y'all. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's get, hold on, y'all. What am I looking at? All right, okay, this was the sun, right? All right, my boy sent me this. This was the sun, and then all he did was change the filter, and this is what he got, y'all. What am I looking at over here, y'all? Why does the sun look like the singular wireless man logo? The sun looks like a giant, it looks like a giant bullseye. It looks like a crosshair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like a portal. Yeah, it looks like something is about to come through the portal, or are we about to go through the portal, y'all? What is happening here? Y'all see that? It looks like it's ripping through our dimension. Now, again, it looks like the AT&T singular wireless man, right? Which has to do with cellular phone and a cell phone ringing, right? Is this why a lot of people are having this ringing or this humming in their ear right now, y'all? I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at it. Looks like it's high pressure. It looks like the sun is trying to, you know, come through to our world, y'all. Is this all the is this what all the rumbling has been about as of late, y'all? Cause look at this, y'all. What is that? Like, you can't really see it through here because of all the glare, but what is that? Why does it look like a giant eye? And then the eye itself is got like another eye with it. Y'all see that? The all-seeing eye? This is crazy. See, there's a reason why ancient cultures, you know, they worship the sun, because they knew the sun was the beginning when the end, the alpha and omega. And right now that thing look like a giant clock. This is the cosmic clock. This is the real doomsday clock that be talking about, y'all, because it looks like it's getting a lot closer, y'all. Y'all see that? I don't know if you've been noticing, but since the sun's been heating up, the grid's been glitching, the weather's been acting all crazy, time feels like it's folding within itself. This is literally the cosmic clock, y'all, and it says time is coming to an end. This is the great reset. But yes, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. There are some amazing and unexplanatory things that are happening within our world right now, y'all, and I gotta show you what's going on around the world. This is in Washington State. So this guy noticed it was just a little darker at his house, and he looked up and he seen this cloud just seemed like it was just like a 3D hologram in the back of his house, y'all. And then he turns back around and he sees this thing, y'all. What the hell? It's like that shit brought this thing over. What the heck? Look at this.
Take a look at this. See that big ring around the sun? That, my friends, is Nibiru, wormwood in the Bible.
That thing is huge, y'all. So get this, right? So this is what he saw in the daytime after that shit pulled up and dropped this thing off. And at nighttime, look at this, y'all. What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? I'm telling y'all, there have been some weird and unexplainable things happening in our skies, and this right here has to take the cake, or the majority of it, because man, how do you explain this? There's literally an attic in the firmament. That's an attic, y'all. I know an attic when I see one, and it looks like a magical attic, y'all. Is that our way out of here, y'all? Look at this. I mean, they do call Washington State Emerald City, right? Because it rains so much, it's so green. Okay, but did y'all see this though? This sky split? Did y'all see this in Massachusetts? We are literally going through a dimensional split, and they're trying to hide this, y'all. Look at this. The sky looks so eerie. Look at all these faces. Y'all, we are in some amazing times, man. This dark banded rainbow made an appearance in Miramar Beach in Florida, and it looks like there's some cities hiding, y'all. It looks like there's some cities hiding. I know y'all see the silhouettes of these things. This makes no sense. Why does it look like there's cities on the water? Y'all see that? Look at this thing over here. What is that? The planet is getting charged up. Something is happening, y'all. I know y'all feel it in the air. But yes, y'all, hold on tight, man, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G coming back here on the We Are Vicious TV, and we real, raw, and unedited. Me and Dickie Jr. This is 2025, y'all. We doing it extra lit this year. So make sure when you come to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You've been subscribed. Hit that like button, because that like button is gonna bring more people to our channel. And I'm telling you, we'd be so appreciated if you do that. Leave a comment too, because we want to know how you feel about every of all our content in this video you looking at too, even though the live stream. So make sure you subscribe, and you subscribe on other platforms too. You can find us really on Telegram. You know, Telegram, we doing it live and lit on there too. Also, you find Instagram and X. Everybody hit us on X. We doing it live on there too. You know, we got our TikTok channel too. You know, we're going to leave all the links in the description. And our Big Shoot channel doing great. So, I'm Dice Game G here on Raw Vicious Network. And I love y'all on We Are Vicious TV.
Grand Rise. This is Dice Game G coming back here on the We Are Vicious TV. We give it to you raw, real, and unedited. You know what I'm saying? We going in right now, and I know a lot of people wants to get this in. You know what I mean? Want us to get this in. Give us a little time before I get Dickie Jr. in here, and we can start this live up real live and lit. And I want to comment on this video that I just posted coming into the live. Like I said, we know we in this shift, a fifth dimensional shift. You know, so I'm finna get Dickie online, and we can go straight in this. And I don't know why is it showing this small screen, but we in. Dickie Jr., you here? Dickie Jr., you in?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm just doing all the checks. Make sure you sounding good. I'm sounding good over there on your end.
Oh, you loud and proud. Wall to wall, treetop tall.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising, everybody. You know, we going through some hellacious times right now. I'm telling you. And we going through this spiritual shift. You know what I'm saying? All our listeners and all our followers, I want to say thank y'all. Keeping us rolling for all these years. You know what I'm saying? Sharing the content. I want to give it up to my brother here, Dickie Jr. He kept me going. He kept me in the game because I was about to give in, and I was like, "Fuck," you know what I'm saying? You know, because we've been doing this for over 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? Passing the message, and I just want to say, all of us light workers, we don't press, we work differently. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same message. You know what I mean? I want to give it up to Conscious Jew. You know what I'm saying? Because he been keeping it up. I mean, all these videos, these TikTok videos that he been posting, I'm telling you, you know, he's doing a fabulous job breaking it down to people so they can understand what's going on. And then one video that he posted talked about the NPCs. The two sisters was NPCs. You know what I'm saying? One can visualize stuff. One can sit there and visualize. And the other one really can't. You know what I mean? She was like confused. She was like, I can't do that. So I'm just saying that what got to me, because 24/7, I'm always visualizing something. I'm always, you know, something is always manifesting in my head, and I'm thinking about it. You know, especially when you wake up in the morning, you got to think about what you finna do first. You know what I'm saying? That's what was created first, was thought. You know what I mean? Thought. You know what I'm saying? You have to create it in your head first. You know what I mean? And then you work it out. You put how you gonna, how you gonna start, how you gonna put in the middle, and all this stuff. And then, by your actions going out to, sing, trying to manifest this. You know what I'm saying? In the physical, you got to go at it or go towards it, trying to, so it can manifest for you. So, but just thinking about these NPCs, there's people that's going around and just don't have no thought. You know, they can't think for themselves. You know, it was a light bulb pop on to me. A couple of days ago. Then, especially when I seen that video with Conscious Juke, that it's a lot of people that we mingle with, we mess with. They just like that sister couldn't picture or couldn't manifest in her head what a pink pony or a pink horse would look like. You know, so if you can't do that, you in this matrix. They you like you said, Dickie, there could be a clone. Could she?
Mm-hmm.
Could she be a clone?
She could be a clone, but shit, I think Obama was a clone, but he could at least think, but I don't know if he could visualize. But if you run into a situation or a problem, if you don't know how to fix it, you're gonna have to visualize or think. Put a visualization on how you gonna fix that shit.
I mean, I'm saying it just like that one person say no, Constance, you said it's scary to think that people just cannot sit there and visualize anything. They just so empty vessel. That's an empty vessel. That's an empty shell. You know what I'm saying?
It,
That's what NPCs is.
it's something. It's a parasite.
It's something.
That's what it is. It's a goddamn parasite. Shit.
It's something. It's
Cause,
something.
cause it just feeding on everything that it can feed on. Cause it can't visualize nothing for itself.
Man, I'm telling you. I mean, it is crazy. Before we go into it, I want to just my thanks ain't done. I want to send out thanks to all these people that is putting out the messages, man. I mean, I've been, it's a lot of, Generation Z. It's a lot of smart people in Generation Z. I'm just gonna put it like that, and it's a lot of tuned off people in Generation Z. You know what I mean? This new generation. You know what I mean? And I just want to say, Conscious Jew is not one of them. He's one. He's putting the messages out same way as B Dale. If anybody don't know about B Dale is highly intelligent. You know what I mean? And he puts it down. I want to give him love too. You know what I'm saying? Rod Hayes,
Yeah.
Alexis K. Tyler. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to put love and thanks to all of them, especially Alexis K. Tyler and Rod Hayes, because they came on and they did lives on We Are Vicious TV. We had a chance to interview Rod Hayes and Alexis K. Tyler. But I'm going to tell you about Alexis K. Tyler, and Dickie know what I'm saying. Alexis K. Tyler live, they took it down. YouTube took it down. Like, it didn't even stay up on the channel for 15 minutes. They took it down because they knew how high vibrational that live was. You know what I'm saying? And so much information was flowing out on there. So I'm just saying, this is how they do. That's how they cut us off, because they don't want us to come together and start vibrating on a high frequency. Because when we start coming together and vibrate on a high frequency, they know they can't stop us. They know it's hard to contain, you know what I'm saying? That's why they break us up. That's why they break all the groups up. Because they know they can't control the groups, especially us melanated people. So I'm just so glad and I'm so happy that a lot of this shit is coming out. We ain't looking so like some conspiracy theories like they were saying. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, just like us, I put a slogan up, posted something, I don't know, a year or so ago, and it was about the conspiracy theories. It turns out all the conspiracy theories was right, and there's been several politicians, starting off with Marjorie Taylor Greene, that have it publicly admitted too that Alex Jones' audience was 20 years ahead of the average mainstream media Joe that didn't dig on the shit that he was saying because it was so far-fetched for them to perceive in their realm of understanding. So those conspiracy theorists, yeah, they got it right. They just like the black sheep in the fucking family. They the ones
Damn
come to
right.
bring the truth. They the one to come to bring the truth.
Damn right. Damn right. That's why they do so much in trying to cut us off because we see the changes. We going through a 5D shift right now. If anybody want to believe it or not, I don't give a flying flip. You know what I mean? I told you, we give it to you raw, real, and unedited. We're not going to sugarcoat anything because, you know what I'm saying, because of your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know, my feelings been hurt a long time ago when we find out all these lies that they told out on our peoples, told out on what we needed to do to be successful in this world. Now I'm getting the information now that you have to be evil. You have to ride with Satan. You have to, you know what I'm saying, degrade your own peoples. You have to sacrifice your own children. You have to, you know what I'm saying, you have to drink blood and eat feces and shit. All this stuff just is coming out now. And now people are seeing this was stuff we was saying years ago, 2 decades ago. And then, you know what I'm saying, we people keep, you know, was coming and putting in our inbox, especially on Facebook saying, oh, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't so much crazy now. Now we going through this shift. Now you seeing all these politicians, they, you know, finding out they been sex trafficking and they've been, you know, covering up for these secret societies, these dirty. Ooh, boy, I'm just saying, I don't want to get too far out of sync, but right now we seeing this shift playing along. You know what I mean? The skies is looking different. You know what I'm saying? People are looking different. You know what I mean? Now we heard about the P Diddy case. Did you hear about the P Diddy case? Really, he you know, he got a W. We knew this was gonna happen.
What did he get off?
Well, you know what I'm saying? He was found innocent on 3 charges. And the other 2, you know what I'm saying? Now they just saying that Puff Daddy was just a pimp. That's all they saying. He was just pimping out these
Well,
girls,
what did they
pimping out.
charge him? What did they
That's what I'm.
convict him of?
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They took away the sex trafficking charge because he was brought up for sex trafficking. Only thing they charged him with, what, you know, like I said, pimping out girls. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what what was specified, the 2 decades, but I knew that's what it was pretty much saying, that he was just, you know, pimping out women and men and shit. That's all. That's all it was basically. You know, they was saying. So. But the sex trafficking charge and shit, all the other charges, the mess and all that shit, that's all gone. You know what I mean? You know, and I was hearing that the families and P Diddy they were celebrating. They were celebrating in the courtroom, and they're gonna say, P Diddy was on his knees praying. Yeah, he was on his knees praying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard a chick say something about that the other day. That he was on his knees praying. And I'm saying to myself, who the fuck was he praying to?
Right. We know
But
who he praying for.
well, here's the thing about it. It's their courtroom anyway. He part of them. So so the way I see it, his peers got him off. That's part of his peers.
Exactly.
Because if you was in with the deep state and you get out of I'm part of your peers.
Well, a lot of them motherfuckers knew that if he go down for the sex trafficking shit, it's gonna bring them out in the light too. So a lot of these motherfuckers, they doing the same thing he doing. Yeah.
Well, it don't even matter because we already know they done executed them, all of them, for the goddamn sex trafficking and the child mutilation and the adrenochrome. We know they supposed to be done already executed all these damn people at Gitmo. Gitmo
We know that.
Gitmo been pretty damn busy.
But they ain't gonna tell the public that. They're not gonna tell the public. They're gonna try to
Well, the
keep it hidden
mainstream
as far as
media
they
ain't
can.
gonna tell the public that.
Hell no.
But if the
See, right now
motherfuckers
they
that's
still.
in the but listen, if the motherfucker was in the mainstream media, will get on certain social media platforms like Telegram and Rumble and Big Shoot, they could find a lot of that information that we talk about.
Yeah,
But they won't get on them. You ever heard of this? You ever heard of Rumble? No, I never heard of Rumble. Like, damn, how can you not hear Rumble? Yeah. Do you even watch YouTube? Shit.
Do you even get your
Oh,
frequency in
I know
this?
how to get on. Oh, I know how to get on YouTube. It's like their limit perception of watching anything beyond mainstream and Netflix, and that's still all mainstream. Disney, all that shit. Hey, it's YouTube, and the YouTube part of them.
Right, right. And YouTube, I mean, saying they still censoring people. They still Alexis K. Tyler been on YouTube for over 15 years, and I've been following her channel for like what 4 years, and she still failed to clinch 50,000 subscribers. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And she put out good intel. I mean, only thing they do is follow up and see what she talk about. You know, she predict a lot of this stuff. You know, everybody want to sit back and want to play non-believer to a psychic.
Yeah, you
Someone
can't.
can see in the spirit, but when you see a person calling it out before it happened, you can't deny this person powers. Just saying. I'm just saying, because right now it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of it's a lot of stuff playing out right now. They keep covering, especially what's going on in our skies. You know what I'm saying? We seeing Nibiru at its finest. You know what I'm saying? You go up and look at the sky. Go in the morning and see when sunrise and see if that other figure in the skies. You know what I'm saying? That planetary ship. That's what you want to say. Ship in the skies, right next to the sun. It's been there for years, ever since 2012. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to, expand their consciousness. They want to sit back and let, you know what I'm saying, our government control them. And right now, like I said, the mainstream media is still lying, want to play like, you know what I'm saying, we in a downward spell, or we going down because of Donald Trump. But really, all this shit that he been doing right now has been with the fake ass corporation. I mean, it's you know what I'm saying? It's looking good. You know what I'm saying? The tariffs, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to say that because they want you to think that we are, you know what I'm saying, we are crashing or we falling. No. That's why I said we don't need to let the mainstream media or listen to them or take them to be truth, because they not. They work with the deep dark cabal. We've been saying this for years. Now all this shit is coming out. People seeing it. Now, like you said earlier, Dickie, what everybody's gonna do when they start seeing these extraterrestrials? I mean, these extraterrestrials that don't look like us. You know what I'm saying? Look different from us, different colors. You know what I'm saying? They
They gonna
already been
shed a
seeing a
brick.
lot of ships. Go ahead.
What if they start seeing us turn different colors?
Exactly
Look
right.
purple, a little greenish, a little bluish.
Because that's what type of ship that we're in right now. You know what I mean? Because we are carbon-based beings. You know what I'm saying? And once we start, our frequency start rising up. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we start turning all the time. That's why they call us color. We could turn green, we turn blue, we turn red. That's why they call us color. You know what I mean? So put it real, put it real. Do your research if you don't know. You know what I mean? Because right now this shift that we are witnessing, man, I'm telling you, you seeing the weather. The weather is doing some crazy stuff. Like I had experienced Tuesday. I had a downpour coming out the house going to work. I don't know what is going on. I think like I said, I think it was the frequency, Dickie. The frequency is working on our appliances, on our fucking technology, our phones, you know what I'm saying, Bluetooths and stuff like that, because that's why I've been having problems with Tuesday. You know what I mean? I stepped out the house going to work, and I'm talking about it's like a dark cloud was over my head, and I mean it downpoured. It downpoured. I make it to work, as my phone glitching out, as my Bluetooth is not getting online. You know what I'm saying? I walks in the building, and I come back out the building because I forgot something in my car. The rain stopped and the sun came out. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I was having the worstest day of my life Tuesday, but I took
Well,
that as a sign.
it wasn't last week, I think. Might be a week for last week one. and it came a downpour and fucking sunshine at 2 or 3 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. And I drove, you know, they say there's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Well,
Right,
this
right.
rainbow was
That's what they
right
say.
there on the motherfucking ground. And I was at one end. I don't know where the other end of it was, but I was at one end of it because I drove right fucking through it. And then went down the road another mile, maybe another mile or so, and there was another fucking rainbow. It was like a double band rainbow. It was like a rainbow, and then a dark space in the middle, and then another band rainbow. I took a picture of that one.
Like Constant Jew said, we are in a sun cycle. We is in a sun cycle. This sun out here that we under right here now is really burning up anything that's artificial.
Well,
You know
hey,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you right, cause they reporting how the roads are buckling.
Yep.
They making little ski, the road buckling, and they turning into little ski jumps. You think these motherfuckers out there on the damn track in one of they damn big monster trucks jumping them damn big hills and shit? The road buckling and
Dry
shit.
skiing.
And
That's
I seen something now about the sun, and when it was throwing off them solar flares the other day, that sucker was at it was throwing out some matter because the Schumann resonance went up. And it was spiking like crazy. And it said it would never reach a 10 or something. And it did it. And it did it a couple of times that damn day. And then they said when the sun is throwing off that type of radiation and solar flare, they said it ain't safe to be outside. And I know them people up at New Jersey, they was having a damn fit about the damn sun. Cause they were saying it was too hot.
yeah.
Said I fell asleep in the sun, woke up. They about to
Right.
have heat strokes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, one woman, that woman you saying right there. She woke up. She slept about 2 hours. She woke up looking like a tomato. She was so red. I
Yeah,
mean, she was
she was
red, man.
burnt.
She was burning. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we in that sun cycle. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like Raw is not playing. You know what I mean? Raw is beaming out. You know what I mean? On us. Like you said, the roads are buckling. You know what I'm saying? To me, it don't even feel that hot. I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
Well, I
You know what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
what,
It
one of
don't
them
feel that
damn
hot.
days, it was hot that day. And I think it was like the hottest day they said they recorded this year. Cause it was up in the 90s that day, but I still looked up at Daddy's Sun and took me a little sun gaze now, a little short sun gaze. Hell yeah. I gotta look at
Right.
it. I try to look at Daddy's Sun, every stare at Daddy's Sun. I want to see that little orange ring around that sucker.
Right. So yeah, we've been seeing the transformation of the sun for so long. You know what I mean? I remember, when I was in second grade, I look at the sun. The sun used to be yellow. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people
Yep.
like, where's the sun? It was actually yellow. Now you look at it, the sun is like bright like a light bulb. You know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
sometimes it is bright like a light bulb, and then sometimes it's a little yellow. But
Right.
when that sucker is bright like silver, yes, it's kind of hard to say that ring around the 10 when it's
Right.
bright like silver.
Right. I mean, it's so much I want to touch on this live. I know you was talking about the moon. Now we talking about the sun. Now, what about this moon? Because we know our women is under this moon spell. Can you
I don't
elaborate
know
on
if
that?
they under a moon spell, but I know the moon revolves around a cycle. Cause see,
Right.
they usually have a cycle like every 28 days, and see, it's supposed to be 28. It's supposed to be 13 months in a year and 28 days in a month, which is supposed to equal out to 364 fucking days in a year. And uh, in every 28 days, uh, usually a female will have a cycle, and usually the moon is out. That's how I could tell when I was a teenager. When every time we got ready for a full moon, oh shit, we ain't getting nothing tonight. Everybody on that damn thing. Shit, we knew that shit. We was fucking teenagers, man. Yeah. Cause like I said, damn, I noticed. You know, you start noticing shit like, goddamn. Every time there's a full moon, goddamn, baby over here on her thing. Shit.
Well,
What's up with this?
Well, I always knew when the moon come out, a full moon come out. That's when, you know what I'm saying, the Caucasian people really, you know what I'm saying, get, you know, in a uproar, you know, like vicious mode. You know what I mean? I knew that when I was a young cat. When I was, you know, they would always talk about the moon, especially in these movies and shit. You know what I mean? I knew something was powerful about that moon. You know what I mean? And now we knowing that moon that we look at, we see. We see the real moon, not the little, you know, the projector. They be projecting the moon up there. I'm talking about the real moon, and we finding out that's a fucking ship.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking ship.
It's set to take off when it want to.
That's what I heard. I heard. You know what I'm saying? This is what I got in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That one day we wake up, that moon gonna be gone. They're gonna start that crank that motherfucker up like it's a Lamborghini.
And sometimes they got a projector of the fucking moon, cause there was a video out there where this little bitty bright light chased the fucking moon across the goddamn sky.
Right. I remember that one. I was like, I was just saying.
Like, really?
Yeah, I remember that one.
This little bit ass motherfucker like that. So, oh shit, we done caught the damn projector now. they moving the projector so the moon gotta move with it. It looked like the moon was running from this little bit of light.
Well, you know who controlled that moon, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been hearing the famous name, and you know what I'm saying? It's not no fucking conspiracy. Everybody want to sit back and want to, you know, downplay this shit and want to downplay everything because they think, because they ain't seen it with their naked eye, they don't think it exists. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about the reptilians for a long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? As we
they've
know
been walking
now,
amongst us for a minute now.
For
like
a minute.
Now I've said this before. One of my live in previous years that when I was working at that when I quit driving the damn truck and became a floor manager at this little store, and there was a lady came in there, and I was back there doing something, messing around, flirting with somebody, some damn female or something. Ain't no telling what I was doing. But anyway, one of my employees come back and say, "Hey, Mr. Dicker, there's a lady up there eating out the damn Gaylord, eating trash out the Gaylord." I said, "Do what?" Says the lady up there eating out the Gaylord. I walked up there. I said, "Lady, you got a problem? Why you eating this chipboard and this trash up out of?" And when but see, they had told me before I went up there. They said, "Mr. Dickey, her eyes look like cat eyes." I said, "Do what?" I said, "Shit, I gotta go see this." Shit, I put my damn Ray-Bans on. Make sure her little spit didn't jump out of her eye. I put my Ray-Bans on. Make sure that little spit didn't jump out of her fucking mouth trying to get in the eye. Because, you know, like I said, when they trying to find another body or something, they can spit in your goddamn eye.
Well, that's that preposterous, yeah.
Yeah, and once it get to the back of your eye, it's looking for the taste of burnt caramel, and eventually it'll try to spread. Butterscotch something, and it'll spread all over your body, and it eventually drive your soul out your body, because your body ain't gonna stay in there. Your soul ain't gonna stay in there with it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they call, you know what I'm saying? You know, we see that these reptiles shed their skin, these snakes shed their skin. You know what I'm saying? That's what basically these reptilians do. That's what we've been, you know, knowing of the information, how they, you know, they transfer from one body to the next body, you know what I'm saying? Some like they got something that squiggle out the top of their head, and it's like a little parasite. And it goes into the eye. That's what Donald Marshall was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I was just going to say,
but that heifer did have fucking damn snake eyes. She showed did. I looked at her dead in the goddamn eye. I said, "Shit, I gotta turn my head. This bitch be trying to spit mine in a minute." I said, "But hey, I had to put that heifer out of that store. I put that heifer out the store. Shit, no, you gotta get out of here."
See, I was, this is what I do. I go and research these, reptilians. You know what I'm saying? The draconians. You know what I'm saying? And I've been researching them for over 2 decades. Well, no, not 2 decades, about 15 years. I'm gonna say 15 years. And I found out so much information on them. You know what I mean? And just not that. I give my messages into spirit. Say right now we live in spirit. Let us go through this live. Saying whatever spirit want us to, put out there, we're gonna put out there. You know what I mean? And I wanna put
Now,
out there, I wanna put it out here too, because these reptilians, and I had my experience because I was asked in, asked in the divine to show me do these beings exist. Man, why'd I do that for? You know what I mean? Everywhere I walked, everywhere I stepped, found out our neighbor was a shapeshifter. I
now
don't
you
care if
know it.
nobody
Well,
believe me or
here's what
not. I
I
don't give a
say.
fuck. Go
It
ahead.
couldn't have been human because it was eating. You know that shit they put in people's houses. They call it a wall. They call it drywall, chipboard,
Right,
and they
right.
call it wall. I think it's a piece of shit myself. Uh, see, that's how they make them Hollywood movies look good. They put up that damn drywall. Hell, you ain't all you gotta do is hit hard enough. You go right through it. They
Right,
ain't
right.
busting down no real walls.
Right, right,
Shit.
right. Well, but
But
I heard you told that story once before about the cat-eyed woman. You know what I mean? And I know you heard me tell the story about my mother-in-law's neighbor, and I know she was a
mm,
shapeshifter. You know what I'm saying? And
mm-hmm.
and like I said, when I put out there to put my frequency out and wanted to know about if these reptilians do exist, and I was getting all type of fucking messages and information and stuff like that. You got to be open to this stuff. You can't just be thinking this stuff is gonna fall in your lap. You can't just think this stuff is gonna follow you around. You got to know. You know what I'm saying? You have to want to know. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be thinking this stuff is gonna come to you like this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be open up to this stuff. You know what I mean? If you really
Yeah,
want to know. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because a lot of
All
people
right.
ask me, where you getting your information from? A lot of this, it's not online. It's not, what I'm saying? You can get this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that we do post out and talks about, especially when it seems weird to most. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We talk to the spirit. We talk to the most high. We talk to our ancestors. You know what I mean? And I want to give out shout out to our ancestors. They the ones that keeping us protected, keeping us safe. You know what I'm saying? They not dead. They still alive. They still out here, you know what I'm saying, doing the work. And that's what as we, you know what I'm saying, how vibrational, you know what I'm saying, spirits, we gotta get out here and do the work ourselves too. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep spreading the awareness that this stuff is going on. We are in a fifth dimensional shift right now. And a lot of people that is having problems in their life right now, if you going through so massive, saying of health problems, or you going through a lot of, problems with, people in general and people in your camp, we were saying that long ago. You got to cut these people off because these people is not these people is not it's not vibrational. These people are here to be leeching on you. They are vampires, and I've been hearing about this vampire word here of late. I mean, so much. You know what I'm saying so far because that movie Sinners was talking about vampires, and they saying it was a good movie, and I seen it. My fact, not they saying I've seen it. It's a good movie, and it's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? They put all this stuff in these movies for y'all to start understanding what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is here in our face. You know what I mean? So so when we up here speaking on certain things, you should know this stuff is, this stuff is it could be real. You know what I mean? So what you think, Dick?
What I think is there's a song Prince wrote, and I only got to hear it one time because Prince had to go perform for the royal family in England. Prince Charles now. Well, Prince Charles shapeshifted into his reptilian form in front of Prince one night. And Prince came back and wrote a song about the royal reptilian. It was a funk ass song too.
And
but they
what's
wouldn't
the
let.
song called?
It was called the Royal Reptilians, and this
Okay.
dude played it one day on YouTube. And I don't know if I can go through my damn little music file and that I got on YouTube playlist and find it or not, cause that playlist is few years old now. It's probably got 1,002 fucking goddamn songs on it.
I believe you.
But
I went through your archives. You got a lot of shit. I'm telling
yeah,
you.
yeah, I got a lot of shit. And I'm glad they got a good server.
And they scrubbed a lot of shit too.
Hey,
So, I
but
mean,
yeah,
you
they
don't think
still
they can get
scrubbed a
in your
lot of.
computer? You don't think
Yeah,
they can get in your computer and scrub the shit that you done put in? Oh, they can do it. Only thing they knew to
yeah,
do
yeah.
that number, that code, and for that video on. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, because
They
it's a
did
lot
that
of
to
stuff.
me one time. Yeah,
No,
they
did they?
wouldn't got
They
it out
did
of
that to
my
me
car.
too.
Well, no, they didn't get it out. What they did was I couldn't even upload that motherfucker again, even up under another goddamn title.
Damn.
It
Yeah,
still
they
had
hit you deep.
it still had the code, the file code. That's what it had, the file code. It
Yeah,
copied the
I believe
file code from my computer. So when I tried to upload it again, and so now I've just made a whole different title for it. Now it's the file code. That's when I realized they got the file code, because that was the video that was about that girl down there in Atlanta counting them votes for Joe Biden, and she grab a stack and she put it in. Then she go to the other end after the machine get through counting, grab the same goddamn stack and go right back up there to the other end of it and sit there and put them suckers in and run them again. I seen her do that three or four times in 30 minutes. That was doing. It wasn't no audio to it. It was just closed circuit, like a closed circuit TV. It wasn't just sitting there watching her. And they took that video down, said it was inappropriate for kids, but didn't nobody say nothing in it.
You know what I'm saying? That's shit they do. This is shit they do, and they keep people like us, our information, and you know what I'm saying, keep them from being stagnant online, especially on YouTube. I mean, it's a lot of people complaining about that, I know Alexis K. Tyler was complaining about that. You know what I'm saying? She been over there on YouTube for 15 years, over 15 years, and she still only got not even 50,000 subscribers. I mean, I mean, this is sickening what these people do, trying to cover up for their bullshit. That's what is going on with this P Diddy case. You know what I'm saying? Most of these motherfuckers is just like him. They
But
can't.
look,
They missing the sex parties. They missing this shit. So that's why they gotta keep this man protected, because they want to go back to the sex parties. Go ahead.
uh, that YouTube, I didn't have but like 25, 35, 45 motherfucking goddamn subscriber. Had it for years, same damn amount. About 50 something damn subscriber. All of a sudden we started talking about the ad and putting it on YouTube. Then all of a sudden my subscribers went up 300. Went up 300 motherfucking subscribers. I asked you one day, thanks, why I get all them subscribers?
Yeah. Well, they don't like me. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
most
YouTube don't
people
like
got
me.
200,000 or 300,000 subscribers, and I'm like, I was on there for fucking years, like, all of a sudden they just went up 300 subscribers, like overnight. Where all these subscribers come from? And then this is how you know you're getting shadow banned or they blocking your actual views. Is how the fuck you got 300 damn subscribers and you don't get but 5 or 10 damn views, but you got 300 subscribers? What these motherfuckers are? They bots? You ain't programmed to look
Basically,
at my. You didn't
basically.
program to look at my shit.
Basically, you know what I'm
Cause
saying? Because they got these
that
bots
shit
rolling.
don't add up.
Yeah, they got these bots rolling. I mean, I'm just saying, while we on these bots, you know what I'm saying? What about these NPCs? You know what I mean? We're gonna get back on. I told you we're gonna get back on it
And then
because
you got some people ain't been on YouTube 5, 2, 3 years, and they got fucking damn 60, 70, 80 damn thousand subscribers. They get 4, 5,000 views every time they put a video, and I be saying, what the fuck? But
what
anyway,
Cat Williams say? What Cat Williams say? What you think a plant is. You motherfucker, hey, Cat Williams the realest. I gotta give it to you, the realest. You know what I mean? But I don't want to divert from the NPCs because, like I said, that was that video that Constitute, he put on that was so eye opener for me. You know what I mean? Because every day we go out and you think that's your best friend. I mean, that might be your best friend. You know what I mean? But you found out that person, can't think for himself or herself and can't visualize, anything. You know what I mean? If they can't visualize anything, I don't even know how they're creating. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Is they just part of the matrix? You know what I mean? Is they like a video game? These NPCs, you know,
Well,
because
if you cut your finger on a knife and it's gashed wide open, and ain't nobody there to help your ass, and you ain't never visualized nothing, in order to fix your finger and dread, you gonna have to visualize and think. Cause thinking leads into visualization, as far as I'm concerned. Cause you got to think to visualize.
well,
So
I'm just
if
saying.
they can think, they all be able to visualize. Cause you go out to think how to fix your damn finger to keep it from bleeding and put a band-aid, some peroxide or whatever on it. Better watch that damn peroxide. I think that shit poison.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We in a 5D shift. You seeing a lot of stuff going on. We hear rumors of wars, and wars are starting all over this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like we told you once before, don't take this shit seriously because, like I said, a lot of this shit is rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in Iran and Israel and stuff like this? We caught mainstream media putting up fake ass fucking videos, and not fake videos. I mean, old videos from back in previous wars they was posting and stuff. I mean, right now I still have a video that they posted said it was going on. As a war broke out in Iran, a year ago, but they showed an old ass, war video from the Daddy Bush days. You see what I'm saying? So that's what this type of shit they're doing. And then AI, you know what I mean? Now we don't know if, because now they can really make some AI videos that make it look like, you know what I'm saying, it's really happening. Like that video when Trump bombed Iran nuclear, buildings and shit, and then one of the military women was, yeah, we got this. She was happy and found out that was an AI video. You know what I mean? So how we not know that we seeing, they saying that our military is going over the Middle East. How we not knowing that's a AI video? Just saying. This how far, done came. So I'm just saying we are in dire straight of times, and we need to start coming more together and start figuring this shit out. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be fighting with each other. You know what I'm saying? We know, all this stuff about black and white and all this stuff. Black and white is a misnomer. They want to call us melanated people, black, and call white people white. We already know. You know what I'm saying? We not black and they not white. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all a fucking distraction. All this distraction shit that's going on, and a lot of people believe in it. I mean, shit, you can't be so
Every
out of
time
sync.
somebody called me black now, I look at them real funny like, I'm not black. Do I look like I'm black? I'm a copper brown Indian. You done heard of them before. Them copper brown Indian. You've heard the term before. That's what I tell them about. Especially if you know they Caucasian or something.
Yeah, you in that Alabama eating that clay dirt.
No, hey,
Eating
we
that
used to eat
clay.
clay. We used to eat that Tennessee red clay dirt whenever we were kids.
See, they don't believe it. They think that's a myth. You know what I mean? So,
I've done that my damn self.
I knew you was gonna say.
My auntie used to go get that red clay dirt. She boiled that
Yeah.
shit, put it in a motherfucking damn glass jar like she canning that shit. Shit, we go in there and get some of that dirt every once in a while, cause shit, that dirt had nutrients in it.
I'm telling you, they think it's a myth, but that shit is so real. You know what I mean? Now, I want to get on this too about this 14th Amendment, these ankle babies. You know what I mean? Before we go out, because I know this was a topic that you wanted to talk about before we go into other stuff. Because it's an uproar about that. Because I don't know if that mayor or I don't know, New York. And I might get my information right, but he's an anchor baby, and Trump, is threatening to get rid of the anchor babies. You know, so more about that than I do. What you think?
Now, which one of those people, Mayorkas?
I guess what I mean. I'm just
And
catching on
ain't
to
he in
this
the Trump?
motherfucker.
Ain't he in the Trump regime or something? Somebody.
Nah, no,
I got that twisted in. But anyway,
no.
anchor babies. Well, I look at it. Here's how I really feel. If your ass is indigenous to planet Earth, you should be should be able to go anywhere you want to go on planet Earth. Now, if your ass ain't from the land over here, and you over here usurping on some of us, uh, still playing that damn smiling in your face, and I'm ready to stab you in your back, cause I'm trying to take your place, cause I'm smoking crack. No, y'all finna get your asses up out of here. That's what I say.
See,
That
they
what
don't
finna happen.
realize it. They don't
Y'all finna get
realize the
your asses
time's
up out
up.
of here.
A lot of people
Now,
don't
I don't
realize time
mind
been up.
if you want to be legit. I mean, for us having the paperwork to be here, I really don't give a shit about that paperwork. But you need to have something other than saying you just wanted to be here. Because if you really wanted to be here, you ain't gonna come here and everything you put up look fucking Mexican. If you wanted everything to look Mexican
Right.
or Chinese, you go
Whatever.
back to motherfucker
Jamaicans,
goddamn where
whatever.
you came from, you
Haitian,
know.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? You in this
Now,
country.
the Haitians, I say they indigenous. They part of America.
Yeah.
They
But
just
you
the
know what I'm
lower
saying?
part of it. They
But
just the lower part of what they call Turtle Island. I mean the upper part of Turtle Island, really. Yeah. Haiti, that's the upper part of Turtle Island.
But you still got a lot of them coming in. You know what I'm saying? Now, well, not coming in now, but you know what I'm saying? They was coming in, and now Donald Trump done send out ice on them.
But the problem with Haiti is they think they Africans, but they not African either. They indigenous down there.
See all these labels. You know what I'm saying? It's just like time. It don't
But here's the
exist.
thing about it. They didn't name Africa Africa, I don't think, till after the 40s.
I'm just saying.
Shit.
Wow.
Just like fucking Israel. Israel wasn't even become a damn state until 1947. Shit. And on top of that, they went in there and run them Palestinians out of their damn land, cause the Bible told you it was the land of Palestine. Shit.
Right.
They don't put
Well,
all the
well,
clues together in the clue book. But
well,
anyway,
we,
yeah, the clue book tells you, hey, that was the land of Palestine.
okay. Remember before we got on live, remember we started to talk about Donald Trump, and then Donald Trump by the soul of Donald Trump is a reptilian. He have a reptilian soul. We done talked about that numerous of times on our podcasts and on our videos and stuff. But it has to be benevolent. But he knows what Big Mama told him. You know what I'm saying? To clean up this mess. You know what I mean? So as we watch, as he put in all these executive orders, because he done put in a whole bunch of executive orders, and it's only one that's really active, is really working right now from the rest of the other shit. But as he break down the old system, because that's what we are seeing, the old system is crumbling right in front of us. You know, you think Donald Trump is going to keep on, staying on this same path as he's doing right now? Because he's beefing with, Elon Musk. We told you about Elon Musk too. You know what I
That's
mean?
a goddamn smoke screen. It's just like it was with Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions down there damn handling that damn shit down there at Gitmo. That's why Jeff Sessions went. Everybody thought he went out in shame. Jeff Sessions gonna end up being a hero.
Okay, who is it's a woman that was signed to Diddy's case. You know what I'm saying? And her dad is a politician. You know what I mean? And she was over the Maxwell case too. You know what I mean? So uh like I said, with Diddy, basically he got to win because he can end up getting off on 20 years. They can give him 20 years, but they can give him 20 years on paper. You know what I mean? That's what type of shit this is. You know what I'm saying? It's just about what the judge say and what he think. You know what I mean? But
Well, like I
all these
say,
motherfuckers work in a collude.
if Diddy goes home, it's because Diddy's people let him off. And them damn crooked ass judges that work for the same people that Diddy worked for, uh uh if he get off, like I said, they don't want to let him off. Cause Diddy done too much dirt. Diddy done
Yeah,
molested
he's devil.
goddamn. Diddy
Yeah,
done molested them boys and everything, man. You think he did molest
What,
Justin Bieber? You think he did molest Usher? I
what's
think
the
he
famous
admitted it.
word?
I think he admitted that on the stand, didn't he?
Yeah,
In
what's their
so many
famous word?
words.
Allegedly. Let's go and put it like this. Allegedly. You know what I'm
Allegedly.
saying? You know what I'm saying? This is for educational purpose only. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want motherfuckers. I don't want them trying to be like come to the
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
this
That ain't
live
no
stream.
legend.
We know.
That ain't no legend. Yeah, Usher admitted that his goddamn self. So fuck it.
Right. Well, I'm just getting tired of motherfuckers saying this allegedly, but you seeing all the signs right there in front of your face that these people is who you see. You know what I'm saying? You gonna try to tell these people, these people telling you what you see when you know. You know what I'm saying? These people are weird. These people are, some
well,
perverts, some
it's just
pervs. I'm
like
just saying.
yeah, well, just like allegedly, they put human meat in the goddamn meat. Yeah, that's not no allegedly. They told us when Obama was in office, they were putting 2% of human meat in hot dogs.
Oh my God! Yes,
That was when
I'm
Obama was
just
in office.
saying.
They told us
Oh
that then.
man. I'm just saying,
Shit.
this is some sickening shit that we are witnessing and hearing about. You know what I mean? This shit is right here. You can Google this shit and you can find a lot when you go and Google or you look shit up. It's all there it's all there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
We ain't making no shit up.
I think I just want to dig me a big ass hole in my front yard and fill it up full of damn water, put me some catfish in there, so I have my own damn catfish.
I'm
Cause
telling you,
look like that's about the only damn meat I'm gonna eat here lately.
well,
I'm gonna eat that
okay.
cat.
But as we go on, like I said, we've been on for over an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I want to put in our last thoughts in. You know what I mean? Because what you seeing, what you experiencing over there, please leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. We ain't here to bite you. You know what I mean? We want to know what y'all think. This is how we give out our message. This is how we do it. We don't do it like nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You can't accept that, you can keep trucking. This is how we do it. I'm just saying, we give it to you raw, real, and unedited. But we've been here. We've been here for a while. It just we under scrutiny, shadow banning. They've been banning. I've been kicked off of YouTube 13 times. and the 10 of them, still don't know why, because they didn't give me no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Well, we already know what the reason is. You know what I'm saying? They know we high vibrational. They know we ain't put you no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They know who we are. You know, we here to put, put the good message out. You know what I'm saying? Raise the consciousness. I'm standing tall in my motherfucking square, and I'm not going nowhere until I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? That's free will. You know, your galactic laws. That's what I go by. I don't go by man's law. Man's law is all satanic to me. Satanic to me. This saying. Because we in a spiritual time now. That's what we was talking about, a spiritual war. You know what I mean? This is all spirit. It's all gonna break down. If you're not right with yourself, and ready to stand up for your, for the shit that you done, all the hurt and all the pain. Because I'm just saying, you got to start looking at yourself first. If you the problem, I'm just saying, this isn't. I'm not here to joke. I'm not here to spread false fake news like they want to say. Cause I don't have a fake bone in my fucking body. You will know that when you keep on following us. You know what I mean? And I share other people's content, especially if it's good for people need to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't stray from away from that. And I'm not ashamed of it because that's what we do. That's what we hear. You know what I'm saying? We use each other. You know what I mean? It's good ways and
Well,
bad
I don't
ways.
think there's
It's
nothing
just
wrong
simple
with
as that.
sharing other people's content, cause hey, what they think the Mockingbird fucking media been doing for the last goddamn 80 damn years since the
Stealing.
40s, since the
Stealing.
40s, they've been using the other people's damn information, throwing it at us, and then trying to present it to us as being real, cause it all came from the damn CIA, cause George Bush admitted it. Oh, we normally get the news items from the Pentagon, and we just tell the news media this is what we need to tell the public.
That's what they do. Steal. They steal. They won't tell you where they got it from, but they can so well. I mean, this is what we came across. This is what our reporters do. Now y'all motherfuckers are scripted.
Well,
Y'all read off a
CNN
fucking
has it.
teleprompter.
CNN has publicly admitted that this is entertainment, but they still sit there and watch it and take that shit like it's more gospel than the damn Bible. Because
You hear
here's
the
how I
word
know. Now, hey,
gospel?
here's how I know they take it more to take mainstream news word more than the fucking Bible. Because one thing about it, all the ones still go to church every Sunday. You think they so religious? Stand over, be a fly on the damn wall when they ain't in church.
Man, what? Oh, what?
Say what?
We know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Be a fly on the goddamn
We
wall
knew
when they
about
ain't
the
in
women.
church.
We know about the women, and I growed up in the Baptist religion, you know what I'm saying? And here the women after church or before church, they talk about everybody in the
Well,
fucking
shit, the damn
congregation.
preachers are just the preachers and the deacons just bad. They trying to stick every goddamn thing they can stick.
Right,
Every
right.
damn thing they think they're gonna let them stick. Cause hey, somebody's gonna make a move on one or the other, and then hey, I know about them.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
them. Hey, it's kind of like uh the little boy's daddy was down in the field plying up the damn ground, the garden and shit, the field. And the little boy come down there and said, Daddy, Daddy, preach at the house. And he said, Mom, need you to come to the house. He said, well, hold on, boy, I gotta finish this right quick. He said, well, wait a minute, boy. He said, what kind of preacher is it? He said, I don't know, Daddy. He said, well, wait a minute, hold on. He said, I need you to hurry and get back up there. He said, if that's a Pentecostal preacher, you go over and tell your mama to hide all that money we done saved up. He said, if that's one of them damn Catholic preachers, so you go over and tell your mama to put all that damn wine up and hide it that we got down there in that cellar. She said, now if that's one of them damn gravy slopping Southern Baptist preachers, he said, boy, you heard him get to the house real quick and you sit in your mama's lap. Don't your ass move till I get there.
I'm just saying, all
I'm
these,
just
you know what I'm
saying.
saying? These,
I know how them
right.
Southern Baptists up, them damn Southern
Yeah.
Baptist preachers go down, right?
I
They
mean,
gonna
I've
get
been
some
hearing.
coochie.
Man, over the years, I've been hearing about so many preachers done been sleeping with the congregation, been sleeping with girls, having babies, giving them diseases. You know what I mean? And been spreading this shit around. And then now you see it. You see it. You see, the worship of money. I mean, I done seen numerous of
Now, but
videos
here,
that these preachers dancing and parading on money. They spreading the money all on the ground and shit. And they dancing. You know what I mean? They tell you right there, that's their God. That's
Well,
their
yeah,
God.
well, hey, well, a lot of people worship God. Said that God was their money was their God, and they didn't know money was their God because they thought they was worshiping somebody else, but now they was worshiping the money God because somebody came along and said they had to take a shot to keep a goddamn job. And a lot of them did. Well, that's okay. This free will. We in a free will universe. It's your choice. But you can't say nobody didn't warn your ass by taking that damn shot. Now, here's the
Can't be
problem
mad
with
at nobody.
you. Don't be mad at nobody when you was warned not to take. But here's the problem with it. These motherfuckers that took some of that jungle juice. Uh, they calling it Vades now. I don't know why they calling it Vades. I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it uh uh Coro aid. That's what I'm gonna call it. Coro aid. Corona
Okay, I
aid.
got you. I got you. I
Cora
got you. You
aid.
didn't say
That's
all
what
that.
I'm
You
gonna
didn't say
call it.
all that. We
Corona
don't. We
aid.
don't.
Cause
We
we
don't want to get no
told
strike.
them. I tried to tell people in 2021, hey, don't do that. Cause them independent researchers that do their own tests that don't work for the damn deep state and these sucker ass goddamn institutions and shit, they know how to do tests too. It's just like that dude that did his own test about the goddamn light bread. That Nature's Own. Yeah, it's nice, soft damn light bread. Didn't I tell you I rolled some up a while ago? And that shit tried to unroll itself like a
Right,
damn
right.
sponge?
That bread, yeah, that bread. That's not no bread. That motherfucker's a
Yeah.
sponge. You know what I'm saying? Remember,
Mm-hmm.
we been up here thinking we gonna fix us a fat ass sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Got some ham, got some mayo, got some mayonnaise. I mean, some mustard and some lettuce and tomatoes and shit like that. But do you really know that bread you spreading that Miracle Whip or that mustard on there? Basically, it's fucking sponge. You know what I'm saying? You can clean out the tub with it and then fix your sandwich. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying, this is how far we fail, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We eating sponges. We eating bark off a tree. You know what I'm saying? You French fries, you think you eating at McDonald's? That's a
Well,
tree you eating.
well, you might be drinking dead bodies if you drinking damn tap water because
Oh
they
man,
got
don't go there.
they got a goddamn process where they can then liquefy the goddamn human body. The damn graveyards ain't getting full of it.
Did they think we bullshit? You want to see the video?
Uh,
We can post the
uh,
video. We can post the
graveyards ain't getting full.
receipts.
They either putting it in your damn meat or they putting it in your damn back in your damn drinking water one because they can liquefy the body. And what they do without the liquefy, they just pour it down the drain with the rest of the goddamn water. Now
So that
you
tell you.
eating it. Now you drinking it and
Yeah,
bathing
you
in it.
drinking it. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why I
that's
said
the big thing. That's the big thing about
I
where
need
all the
I need to
bodies is going.
yeah I need to go get my own goddamn farm.
That's the big question. Where all the bodies is going. You know what
Find
I
and
mean?
get and hopefully got 3 or 4 whales on it, so I don't never run out of water.
Because as we find it now, they got stacks of bodies, people's bodies, and then and I don't want to. I post the receipts, later. But they finding bodies of 400 and 500 bodies stacked on top of each other, and these people is crying to find their family members' remains, and they stacked up in a fucking building somewhere on top of each other.
I
Just
think they
saying.
killing more people than the wars have.
Well, remember we talked about these casket liners back in the day. I mean, like 5 years ago, about the casket liners they've been, storing. You know what I mean? And we knew they gonna try to use it in the near future. So is this? I wonder if they got these bodies in these casket liners, the liners that we was talking about. That you can go on our Rumble channel, BitChute channel, and find it because we talked about it because they store these things in Georgia. They store this shit in
Yeah,
Tennessee. I mean,
I seen them in Georgia.
yeah. So what they was planning for something massive in our future. This what we was talking about 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That they was preparing to do something in this new order. This agenda, it's an end. It's coming. It's at the end. They know they lost, but we gotta start knowing that for ourselves. We gotta know that they really lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
But
we do what we do, pushing the
but
messages. Go ahead.
but like that damn post I did a few years ago about that order that was given in 22 for all them judges, lawyers, cops, all the barristers to cease and desist on the public because they have no jurisdiction. Because see, Trump filed that shit in 2019, 2021 on the deep state and the damn fake ass U.S. corporation, U.S. Incorporated. It was just a business owned by a few bankers, and the Federal Reserve was the motherfucking government. That's who the real government. But see, all these phony ass politicians been going along with this shit for look how long they been going along with this shit. They've
Well,
been going along with this shit for over
I heard a
100
lot of them.
goddamn years.
I heard a lot
But
of them
it's
giving it up. A lot of
they
them,
ain't got
they
no damn
running
choice to
scared
give it
now.
up. They ain't
Yeah.
got no choice because their corporation is dead and they lose because see Trump already done cut them off from information that what he's really doing. See, the deep state got their own goddamn Trump too. That little fat motherfucker. Yeah, that ain't the real damn Trump. Ain't much taller than damn Elon. Ain't much taller than Elon Musk or about as tall as Elon Musk. A little round, so that ain't the real damn Trump. That's they Trump. Shit. Out there
That's
talking
what I'm
shit.
saying. That's what I'm saying. We at war, y'all. You know what I mean? So when you see this stuff, you gotta question every fucking thing. Don't be sitting back and this, think one man is gonna handle you. You know what I mean? You gotta get your ass up. You gotta get your ass up. You a part of this war too. You breathing like I'm breathing. You got blood going through your veins like going through it. You got to get up too. It's as simple as that. This ain't the time to be lazy now. This is the time now to stand now. We gotta keep that applying that pressure. Put it on their necks. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then when we get ready to hit that snap, we all together. We're gonna be all together. And when we say, gonna make it snap. Snap, crack, and pop. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Because we in the real time now. You know what I'm saying? And me and Dickie Jr., we just pass the message and we just do it how we do it. We don't do it like everybody else. I'm gonna say this one more time. We don't work like everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit back and have conversations. We don't spread the message like everybody else. We got our own thing. We got our own thing, and we do it how we doing it right now. So we end this live up. What you got? Your ending thoughts and your thanks or whatever.
Mr. Mark Christopher, who's pretty much got more authority than any goddamn government on the fucking planet, has given the order again. That's the second time this damn order done been given. But he has given the order for Donald Trump to open up them damn FEMA camps. And he needs to remove the judges, the police, there's several things. He's caused they are unfit to live in society the way they prey on people. And all you landlords and something else he said. Y'all ain't gonna be charging nobody to live on planet Earth. You living on to live on planet Earth, or you live out here free. You're not gonna be charging nobody to live on planet. I done told the hey, well, Donald Trump let them know it's coming because what he do sign that bill that you won't never have to give up the damn first month, last month's rent to move in no more. And that's the sign that it's coming right there.
That's right. That's right. And we here now. We here now. You remember we talked about this time. I talked about this 15 years ago. I said we're gonna get it to a time that we ain't gonna be able to deny none of this shit that we're hearing. We're gonna be not denying it, we're gonna be seeing it. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be seeing all these extraterrestrials, these reptilians, these sectoids, we're gonna be seeing all this shit all at once, and we ain't gonna be able to deny it. We're gonna come to that time that person be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was right. Y'all was on something. No, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about right wrong. It's the time now. We got to know what space we in now. You know what I mean? And right now we at a spiritual moment right now. And we can change every fucking thing. Don't have doubt. Just know that, you know what I'm saying, you know you bigger than, you know what I'm saying, you bigger than what they've been betraying you all this time. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at yourself. Oh, I can't do nothing. What can we do? Man, we can do a lot. Your voice can be heard. And like I said, like I told you, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. That's as simple as that. And we give it to
Well,
you
yeah,
raw,
your
real, and
voice can be
unedited.
heard. Just be
Yeah.
positive. Try to be positive with your voice, because, like little brother man said in that video, he said, "I've been watching y'all little comments, fucked up comments in the chat and all that kind of shit." He said, "That old fucked up ass shit, hate no motherfucking stuff." He said, "Y'all think y'all safe behind that cell phone or something?" He said, "Y'all ain't even got a damn clue. That's a damn portal." He said, "Y'all think y'all ain't gonna get y'all karma?"
Woo, boy.
Woo.
Well, but like I
I
told
said,
you,
hey,
some
I
people
done
don't believe
told you
in that.
now. Some
Some
people
people don't
know
believe in
now.
karma. Some people don't believe in karma.
Well,
But
I'm sorry. Hey,
what
it's
else you
like
can
this.
call it?
You ain't getting off my motherfucking planet until your ass deal with your karma. How about that shit?
Gooly goo goo.
And that includes me. You ain't getting your motherfucking ass off here till you
Oh
deal with your
shit.
karma.
Yeah, I love everybody. I love y'all, and thank y'all for been listening. You know what I'm saying?
Your ass should have
We have
been.
11 people in here, and I want to thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how much they do to us. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't number family men. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no agency behind us. You know what I'm saying? We do this. You know what I'm saying? From our heart. You know what I mean? We work out of the heart space. You know what I mean? So this, we approve that. We'll prove that. We don't have to tell you that. We'll show you that. You know what I'm saying? So we love y'all. And please hit that like button. All y'all new subscribers, hit that subscribe button. When you hit that like button, you bring other people to the channel. You bring people to the video or the live stream. You know what I mean? You comment. That help the creator when you comment. Everything that you do, if you socialize with, anything off a person's channel, it helps them. Let's just put it like that. And we not here for no fucking money. We here to spread the message. You know what I mean? And we can show you better. We can tell you. I love y'all. I'm Dice Game G here on the Dick and Dice Game Show. We are VishusTv, the Truth Channel. We've been here for a while. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting surges now. People are, coming to the channel and showing that, you know what I'm saying, they have an ear to listen. And we have an ear to listen to you too. And I'm saying we love y'all, and I'm out.
What I do?
Bow.
Toodaloo.
Woof the
One
woof.
love.
Gooly goo goo.